Yes, good morning to all my fellow American compatriots here again, once again, to let you know what's happening in the news. This quite a bit. But before I go, I almost forgot to request the freedom of this political prisoner in Cuba, which I always do, but this time I almost forgot. This is requesting the freedom of Jose Daniel Ferrer from Cuba. Unión Nacional, I forget the rest, what the meaning is, of Cuba, but it's abbreviated, UNPACU. Just for the simple reason of requesting freedom and denouncing the corruption that exists in Cuba by the communist regime. He was kidnapped, is in prison, and he's being tortured. They might even kill him. They offer him to leave, but he doesn't want to leave. I don't blame him, because if you're born in your country, you love it and you don't want to leave. But what the hell? I praise the guy and I applaud him, because that's being very, very brave to be in a system which is pure hell. The same system, Bernie is rooting for us. He wants that system for us, for all you Americans. Communism, the same thing that destroyed Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua, North Korea, the ex-Soviet Union, China. It's a little bit better because it opened to free market, but it still got communist oppression, and it's brutal there. You can't say a word. Anything that opposes the government of China, forget about it. You're gone. They make you disappear, just like magic. Well, let's go to the news. Not quite a bit. Let me put this here aside. This is to load my cellular phone, but it's got charge anyway, so I'm just going to put that aside. And let me go to okay, I got a pretty good video I want to show, which I sent to the communists. But I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put down the video here. It has to do with Cuba, but it's in English. It explains the rights of the women, what kind of rights they have in Cuba. But like I start off with Islam. Okay, wait a minute, I just passed it. This is from the UK. I have news from Israel, but like always, Israel, the only thing they do there is inventing good things for humanity, helping other people, and dealing with their own political situation there. But Netanyahu won again. Thank God, he's a very good leader. I'm glad he won again. Listen to this. Muslim Uber driver refuses to give ride to blind man's guide dog in a court with Sharia hatred of dogs. That happens to the UK for letting them in. And here, I think that they did that once to a blind man too, in the United States. I know I posted the news about that. These people got to leave. We cannot have pity on these people, because these people do not have pity for nobody but their own, and not even their own. They're even killing their own. So the most moderate of all of them, they have to leave. I hate to say it, with sun and everything. Look what they've done to Minnesota here in the United States. They turned it into Minnesota stand. And you know, they're doing it on purpose. They're trying to gain political power. They're training people. They send them to universities so they can spread their hate and the Sharia law, which is a violation of our constitutional rights. And none of them will defend our Constitution. All of them are against it. They're only Sharia, which will enslave you. Everybody, even males. I'm going to put the face of the driver. He's right here. But this is in the UK. So all you people in the UK, if you see my video, that's the guy. You grab him. You should grab him by the hair and deport him. Grab that piece of flag right there and send him back to his country. You don't want to deal with a blind person and his guide dog. Well, you get the hell out of here. They should revoke his license, expropriate his car, and send him back. That's this piece of work here. Okay, let's see what else. I even hate to see the face. Okay, this one from the Religion of Peace, like I always put down at last. 92% of new Muslim candidates, this is what I was expressing just a few seconds ago, won't express support for Constitution. One Minnesota Republican makes it bipartisan. 92% of the new Muslim candidates won't express support for our Constitution. So you can figure out what kind of persons you're dealing with. And you got stupid, extremely stupid, idiot liberals supporting them. Michael Moore's one of them. Well, all the communists are in favor of evil, so you know it wouldn't surprise me anyway. Even you got this lady, Jane Fonda, Hanoi Jane, supporting evil too. But in her case, she's extremely communist. But I wouldn't doubt that she supports this too. Because they're all with evil. Everything that's evil, hey, support this. Danny DeVito, supporting Bernie Sanders, so he supports evil. A guy that would make Danny DeVito extremely poor. Because that's what he's going to do. If he ever gets to power, God forbid, he's going to make everybody equal. Equal, guaranteed. Equally poor, equally miserable. You better than that. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I gotta read this one because this is just terrible. American taxpayers build up to 133,000 per refugee settle in the U.S. The money to resettle these people who are coming in illegally is coming out of the taxpayer pocket. You know how much we could save and how much money we can gain to help our own communities by building jobs and helping to build the wall? And the taxpayer money is going for this? Oh, God, help us. Spoil their ballots. Okay, I want to see. This is about, I guess, from what I read, my mind doesn't fail me. Huge media campaign urges Michigan Democrats to spoil their ballots before Tuesday, Key's primary. The media, the leftist media, urging them to spoil our ballots. They want to commit fraud. They're going to commit fraud. It's going to be done. If our conservative movement does not put a stop to this, they might even win. They might even win illegally and get away with murder. We're not going to stop it. What the hell can I do about it? At least there are other people smarter than us and doing something for their country. Irish conservatives sting Antifa with honeypot project. That's what they got to do. Sting them. A group of conservative Irish students identified themselves as the administrators of a prevalent Irish Antifa Twitter account on Friday, revealing that they had created the account as a so-called honeypot account on prevalent Irish. Oh, wait a minute. I thought it was Irish conservatives thing, Antifa with honeypot project. Well, it's not conservative against Antifa. It's Antifa creating a group, and they call themselves conservative. I don't know if it's. Let me read it more because now I'm a little bit confused here. Antifa Twitter account on Friday revealing that they had created the account as a so-called honeypot operation to expose the institutional corruption and elite support the leftist group, terror group, is a beneficiary of. Okay, well, no, I wasn't wrong. They're trying to denounce the corruption that the leftists are using to benefit these terrorist groups. A honeypot operation is designed to draw in unsuspecting members of a political movement with the premise of offering them institutional support. The tactics often applied by federal law enforcement to members of unsavory political factions in the United States, such as neo-Nazis, Islamic extremists, and the fringe eco-terrorist movement. Okay. There's more to read, but I'll let you guys go to my blog. I pledge allegiance to the flag. You got to put down my name, Eduardo Rodriguez, and you can read all the rest. There's more to it. Okay, let's see what else. Troops deployed to U.S.-Mexico border in preparation for wave of illegal immigration. That's what they got to do. Send our troops over there. Secure our borders. Electrify the fences. Put mines. Electrify the barbed wire that is put on top of the wall. They want to come in illegally, let them pay a price. No, you're going to come in legally. You know you're going to die trying. But since I'm not president, they're lucky I'm not president because there would be bits of blowing up everywhere. Bits of illegals, parts all over the place. Georgia bill would make child transgender surgeries, drugs illegal. Thank God something good is happening in Georgia. When my son was stationed in Georgia, my wife went a couple of times over there to stay with my son, and she says she loves it over there. Okay, let me put this here. They're feeding these kids with drugs and all kinds of stuff. Poor little kids, they're just destroying them. Okay, let's go to the next one. Biden rakes in $22 million, warns of Bernie Bros, increasingly negative campaign tactics. He rakes in $22 million. Okay, I'm not interested in knowing about them. Senate GOP investigation into Burisma Biden heats up with subpoena plan next week. That's what should be done. Not only Joe Biden, but his son, Hunter Biden. I don't know if it got to do with that, but it should include both. But they'll get away with murder because he's still running for president, you know. What's going to happen? Nothing. Which I hope it did, but you know, according to what I've seen all this time, nothing. Look at Hillary. Getting away with murder. And they know it. And they don't care. And nothing is done. So that's another waste of taxpayer money. Doing an investigation is going to lead to nowhere. Because they won't do nothing. Question on Biden is if he is mentally fit to serve as President of the United States. Abbreviated here, it says POTUS. Democrat voters must determine if Joe Biden is mentally fit to serve as President of the United States, given the former Vice President's frequently slurred speech and regular misstatements, as says Breitbart News senior editor-at-large Joe Pollack in a Wednesday interview on 555 KRC with host Brian Thomas. There's some videos. The guy's messing up in his speeches and saying things that's not right, and you know, saying one day is this and then it's another day, and then he's in one state and he says he's in another. You know, the guy is completely he's a sick a mentally unfit Democrat. He should be in a senior's home for the criminally insane. But that's my opinion. Hanoi Jane. There's a video of her here. Let me see if I can put it on. Jane Fonda endorses climate candidate Bernie Sanders at global warming rally. Stupid lady. How stupid these people are. Yeah, like he's really gonna help us. Yeah. And she's even more stupid. She thinks she's gonna get benefit from this. Let's see the video. What the hell she got? What stupidity she got to say? Okay, I thought this was a video. Oh, okay, I got the video right here.
Which is about an hour of Los Angeles. It is part of Greater Los Angeles.
This communist nut.
It is very near, in fact, next to the San Pedro port, where oil refineries and ships come and go carrying oil. And we're specifically here to protest and engage in civil disobedience about the fact that oil rigs are right next to people's homes, their churches, in this case, their playgrounds. So many children are suffering from serious respiratory illnesses, asthma being one of them. People have cancer in very elevated numbers. It's totally impacting people's lives, their health, the value of their homes. The oil companies drill underneath the homes,
and she's traveling in the vehicle which uses oil.
People's lives are being destroyed because of the proximity of the fossil fuel industry.
And she flies in planes that use the fuel.
Attention to that. We have media is here to report on what we're doing. We had a rally.
And she doesn't walk to these places either.
This is our civil disobedience action, and we have to stop this. What we're demanding.
That everybody walk.
The council members that are here, Eric Garcetti, the mayor of Los Angeles, and Governor Gavin Newsom, is to institute a health and safety buffer zone of 2,500 feet that would separate the oil rigs fracking pits and the refineries from the places that people work, live, pray, and play. And that's what we're fighting for, what the community is fighting for, and they've been doing it for 40 years, trying to get the fossil fuel industry, these companies, to pay attention to them. And so Fire Drill Fridays has made a point of working alongside the local organizations and the statewide and countywide organizations.
This lady is so incredibly stupid that why don't we start off, Jane, by shutting down any gasoline station near where you live at that you use to fill up your car with gasoline? Because I see you travel in a vehicle. I think you're in a bus right there. I'm sure you don't walk there. And when you fly, I'm sure you don't go in a rowboat to where you're gonna go. Let's say you're gonna go to the United States to England. You're not gonna go on a rowboat, which doesn't spend any gasoline, doesn't use any fuel. You go on a plane, right? But then you can do that. But the rest of us, we have to swim wherever we want to go, dodging great white sharks and other kind of animals that exist in the ocean. If we survive, let's say we survive these all kind of dangerous animals in the ocean. How about drinking water and clean water, filtered water, and food? This lady, she's incredibly stupid. Liberals are all the same. They want a new Green Deal, but then they want to be comfortable. I bet you they shut down the gasoline station near where she lives at. I bet you she'll scream, "Oh, why they shut down the gas? Now I got to travel all the way to from 100 miles to get a gasoline." Well, you know one who's requesting that, you dummy. You know, they're stupid. They're stupid. Why doesn't she request? Okay, well let's go to let's enforce the law so that we can create more electrical vehicles or air compressed vehicles. That would be a good idea. But then, no, we got to stop all these oil. And no, we got to stop. And I bet you she fills up her vehicles with oil and gasoline. She puts oil in the oil tank and gasoline in the gasoline tank. I'm not saying to mix both of them together, but I mean, she uses both because you have to put oil in your motor. Besides gasoline, that's another contaminant. And I bet you she goes to the gasoline station. Hey, fill her up, check the oil. Oh, it needs oil. Okay, put how much? A quart? Yeah, put a whole quart. She doesn't care about the environment. She's a hardcore communist who thinks she's going to benefit from the communist regime. She's just completely deranged. These people are stupid people. They're stupid. Or incredibly evil, one of the two. Like Danny DeVito, AOC. Many others I can mention right now. Michael Moore. There's a lot of them. This guy that played this role in I forgot the name of it. I forgot his name. I can't remember. Let me keep on going here. And a lot of liberals, a lot of actors who make millions of dollars. Don't you know you're going to lose all that money on the communism? What kind of brain cell you got? And they won't read, they won't study, they won't nothing. I bet you she doesn't read, she doesn't know the history of communism. You put it in her face, well, I just guess she's just completely evil. Because a lot of these people, they don't care. And they don't want to learn until it's too late. When it's too late, that's it. You voted for it, now you gotta suck on it.
We are in Wilmington, California.
Yeah, what the fuck? God. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, I'm going to put this video here. I spread it all around. Believe it or not, I spread it in Bernie Sanders' page in Twitter. They might block me one moment or another because I did it on purpose. And in Facebook, I did it too. And to the Democrats too. So if you can spread this, spread it all over the place. So they can look, communists, they don't care. They'll watch and see people dropping dead and, oh, communism, feel the burn. They don't care. These people are all evil. Okay. I'm almost finished here, but let me put this one video so you can hear what's happening from the voice of this is in English. Check this out. For all those who love communism. Okay, doesn't wanna. Okay, there you go. I bet you don't see Hanoi Jane protesting about this. Never. I never see her rooting for the rights and freedom of the Cuban people from this communist dictatorship, which has destroyed, ruined the country for over 61 years. Now you got Ben Affleck is in Cuba, a guy who's a millionaire, supporting and embracing communism. That's how dumb these actors are, these liberal actors. And they will not learn. They will never learn, and it's too late. It's like one Cuban guy told me that people don't care until they step on your corn, referring to the corn in your foot. And it's true. People don't care. You know, they really don't care. You talk to them about it, you put it in their faces, look, this is what's happening. This is the truth. And they don't want to hear, or they'll answer you back, or they'll threaten you, or they'll even do worse. They'll probably beat you or even kill you. Because they don't care. They don't want to hear it. Unless it happens to them. Unless it happens to them. When it happens to them, then, oh, wait a minute. I didn't know that. Oh, you didn't know that? How come you beat up the people who were telling you? How come you insulted and you step on the rights of those who were trying to practice their free speech by informing you what's happening in these communist countries, and you wouldn't listen to them? You had them thrown out of these campuses. You had them removed by the police. You would beat them up. You would threaten them. You would throw eggs at them. And even worse. And now you're complaining. That's what I would tell them. Now you're complaining. Keep quiet now, because you're going to have it for the rest of your life. And once they're in power forever. Look at China. Even though they're open to free marketing, it's still a brutal communist regime. The only thing, free marketing now. Now you can go over there and create a business, but you can't say one word. You can't express one iota against the government there, because they'll put you in prison forever, make you disappear. Yeah, that's what happens in communism. And you want that? Once it's established, forget about it. Your rear is gone forever. And these dumb actors and activists, once they're imposed, they will be reduced to the same level of misery as the rest of the country. It'll happen. Bernie said it won't, and he's against what Fidel Castro did. The murderous part of the regime, and in China and in North Korea and in Venezuela. And then he talks about, but they got free health care and they got free education. This guy's just. You ever saw the devil in person? That's him. That's him. The devil is in Bernie Sanders. He's the devil impersonated. It's him, the 666. He will kill millions of people. He says no, but he will do the same thing. And he knows he will. But he's counting on the ignorance and stupidity of the liberals who believe him. He'll give you a lot of things free. Oh, there's no doubt about it, until he finishes. When it's over, that nobody can produce, because everything is the government hands. And everything is expropriated. And there's no production. Then you'll have to starve to death. Then you'll have to start starving to death. Only him is the only one person, or those near him, or his family members, who won't. But the rest of the nation will starve to death. It's going to happen. You're going to have to live in a cave. A lot of us are going to have to move to a cave or underground. Well, this is it for today. That's over. Like always, God bless you, Donald Trump. God bless what you're doing for this country. I hope you can do a lot more by trying to stop this evil movement and these Sharia movements and these Muslim movements of wanting to impose a hellish precept, including the communists. And the fraud that they're planning, the communists together with the Muslims, planning fraud over the whole nation. They will do it. It's already been proven they've done it. And then they get away with it. And what we're going to do? We're going to give it to them? Even though we know they committed fraud? But we're going to wait. After they win and they're established, then we make an investigation when it's no longer feasible to do it. Because then it's under the communist regime. If God forbid Bernie Sanders win, if God forbid any of them win, any of these Democrats win. So God bless you, President Donald Trump, and thank you for what you're trying to do. I hope it can work out everything for you. I always pray for you and your family. God bless you. God protect you wherever you go. And my whole nation, the whole nation. I always pray, God bless the United States eternally. The same thing I always pray for Israel. I stand with God and Israel eternally. Also, I pray for Cuba, for the liberation of Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua, North Korea, and China. So that's it for today. Bye-bye.